Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Afro Luigi. We are back in X4 Foundations. This episode is being recorded after the release of the 3.0 beta. We are now in version 2 of the beta still, as it was in the last episode. Anyways, new things. New graphics engines, and I've already seen some of the new effects, including explosions, engine effects, and weapon effects. They do look nice. I don't play the betas myself. As much as I'd love to explore these new features now, I don't want to be a beta tester. I don't want uh, do the testing and reporting bugs. And yes, I know there are some people out there who just play the beta for the sake of playing the beta. They don't actually report the bugs. If I was to do that, I'd feel obligated to do that beta, so I just don't do it. I just watch other people report it. I'd watch the discussions, read about it, look at the pictures people post in the Egosoft Discord, and so that's why I have seen these things, even though I haven't experienced the patch myself. There is a new ship. I have seen pictures of it. I think it's a Talati Cormorant, is I think what it is. And it looks really good. It's apparently supposed to be a very good player trading ship, like a good ship to use for a personal trader kind of thing. Right now, I just using a Demeter, I think, is my personal trader, is what's going on. So also there's improved sound effects as well. They're improving the sound of the game. And listen to that good, awesome music. Yeah, I am playing with music now just because with the way YouTube's structured is I can no longer monetize my videos, so I really don't care anymore. They can go through, I think they've already gone through and demonetized all my own videos just because I apparently no longer qualify for it, but whatever. I really don't care that much. I have a full-time job. I am happy with my full-time job, and I think even if I could, I probably wouldn't switch to YouTube full-time. I am very much a social person, and being stuck at home all day recording would probably drive me insane. Anyways, back to the patch notes. Virtual seminars are reported to be working. The feature includes claiming virtual seminars are working. There's a quicker skill progressions, which skill progression's slow, but it's not terribly slow. If we go here, I have now a bunch of I call them level 2 traders, but they're actually 3-star traders using the, 3-star, they're all 3-star traders or auto miners in this case. I just put level 2 just because they're using the level 2 mining option. I think it's like advanced auto mining. Yeah, compared to expert. See? Level 1, 2, 3 is the way I'm numbering that. And then there's personal trader there. I've renamed some of my ships. I did go into parent Xenon space and captured what I'm calling it the Lisbon. It's an Odysseus destroyer, the one you can get in Xenon territory. And I've got the Nazare as my personal nemesis. Yes, I am staring at. I still really enjoy. I do not get tired of watching my stations being built, like docking on the stations, watching ships come and go. I still really love that. Anyways, back to that. They've apparently updated the alert system for a new feature in 3.0. Configurable alert system. I haven't looked too much into what that means. Individual and group crew transfers, so now no more just like one person at a time. You can mass transfer. You can now police your own sectors if you have an admin module hopped into a sector and you are the official owner of a sector. You can make your own wares illegal or not. Well, not your own layers, but where is illegal or not. Ability to dock using a spacesuit. So if you were stranding your ship left behind, or it got blown up, you can just dock directly on one of those modules over there. Improvements to the menus like maps, encyclopedia, logistical station overview, and the logbook. Improved target display and mission guidance is a new feature. More control over drones and turrets is a new feature. Alternative steering methods, including head tracking systems and X3's retro mode. So that was also fun. And then there's a whole bunch of added options that aren't really they added more tutorials, paint themes, weapon mods, and stuff like that. But those are additions to what currently exists. So that's the beta 3.0. It's version 3.0 beta 2, updated on November 21st, and I don't think they've announced a release date for 3.0, or they just pushed it back, I think. I'm not sure if I should have checked that before I recorded, but oh well. We'll just go with it. If you guys want, and also if you guys are interested in X4, you guys are following it just as much as I am. and so you would know when these things are going up. I'm just talking about it because I am excited to see X4. Anyways, what I have been doing is I've been doing a lot of work off camera. I now have 5 stations. Did I? Oh yeah, I built my. That's one of the things I'll be getting to later. I was like, I had another station, but no, it's transferred. It's been transferred back to the parent. It's been transmitted. Control has been transferred to the parent like it should have been. Perfect. Oh, and yeah, as you can see here, I had a bug. I was having to level up the commander of the Nazare. I had it on patrolling, and I looked away for a little while, and I came back, and I was teleported way over here onto the map, so I had to fly back manually, which is why the map looks like this now. And I didn't have a recent save, and I didn't feel like reloading it, so I'm just going to live with it. It's not a huge deal to me, just zooming in a little bit more. Anyways, so my stations are... This is a refined metals producer? Yes. Oops. We have a refined metals producer here. We have a silicon wafer factory here. The technology factory you see here produces electronics. Advanced electronics for station construction. Oh, the prices... I've actually been able to stockpile them lately. That's good for... Well, good for the economy. It means shipyards don't need quite as much as them, I think. Because, yeah, I built that entirely to supply the shipyards. The weapons component factory is being built right now. It's the station that's right in front of me, as you could have probably told just by that module right there. When I restarted this playthrough, I decided I'd be role-playing Terrans. So one of the things I did is I went through and got the Argon to like me, and I bought the Argon habitation modules, food production modules, and their medical supply module, rather than using the Paranid one, just to roleplay being a Terran. So I have Terran food distribution, which is the first stage of my food rations producer. I eventually plan, as I need it, I'll probably expand it, because I'm going to be going to war with the Argon very soon. But so I have all the modules I need from them. I can also build a space fuel factory, I think. Do I have that module? No, alright, you can't officially buy it from the Argon government, you have to buy it from a pirate station, so that's something in the works. Or do I have to build it in neutral space? I might have to build it in neutral space. And of course the hospital station I built, which has a whole bunch of, 8 medical supply producers. I did use a station calculator to build this. It's kind of weird that the workforce is the output for there, but there we go. And so that's basically what I've been doing. Of course, I've been reassigning some miners. I used to have more free auto miners, but most of them have been assigned to stations now. Since I was trying to get the parent to like me, I did some missions, I did some trading there. And I've just left the trade updaters there because I now have the license that automatically update. I have a trade offer subscription thing now. Oh, hold on, just quickly cut sound, and there we go. Oh, that backed up. There we go, video's back. So, what we were going to do, like I said we were going to start it very soon. And by very soon, I mean right now. But we are going to tell our captain, just because I'm trying to level my main crew up, so I'm having them do the flying and stuff like that. So, Kate Selden is the name of our pilot. Kate here is now, I think, a 2-star. Yeah, 2-star pilot and 2-star morale. So she's going to take us to the war representative.
Highway, true sight.
Yes, Betty. We're going to the highway. Also, there was something else I wanted to talk about. I am thinking... Oh, this nav beacon here. I've marked it here. I'm going to show that maybe in another episode. I found something really cool. I was looking for... Oh, that's the other thing is I now have all the timeline entries. Don't want to listen to them now. I have all the timeline entries, and so while looking for them in Xenon space, I found something. I found a nice wreck over there. If any of you are in the Egosoft Discord, you've seen me post photos and talk about it a little bit. But there's a nice abandoned wreck. I tried to see if you could explore it, and it is possible to enter the thing with a spacesuit, but I didn't see anything interesting inside the wreck. But that'll be the goal. But if we have time this episode, I'll actually do it this episode. I will be flying personally out to that wreck, though, not having Kate fly out there, just because I don't... Yes, I've been having her do the fighting, but I have been when she is fighting, I have been standing behind her just in case she does something stupid, or I see our shields going down and stuff like that. Too bad. That's, like I said, she's only a 2-star, and it is an AI. An AI will never be as good as a human player, at least with current technology. So I've had to take over from Kate a couple times. But for the most part, she's been pretty good about it, actually. As long as she's not as long as she's not heavily outnumbered or something like that, she's actually been pretty good. Of course, the moment I say that, she does something stupid while flying. But overall, Kate's been pretty good for flying. And yes, I have been. Since I'm using Argon habitation modules, I'm pretending, since it's a role play, there's a lot of pretending involved. I have been role playing that she is a Terran pilot, not Argon. Especially since I'm saying there's probably, if any of you have read, actually I'll read it to you, show you guys the entry. That's not a galaxy. Atea's Misfortune. If you read it, Atea's Misfortune was a Terran colony originally, and the Terrans fled when the Xenons showed up. Let's see. Yeah, it said the Terrans escape from the system was made possible by 2 highly skilled pilots. I'm not going to try pronouncing that. I know I'm going to, but Atea hack him. So I'm actually going to be naming a few ships and stations after these 2 pilots just to honor them, and I'm just pretending that there's some Argon and Terran. There's some Terran refugees scattered across the this little gate network here from Atea's Misfortune, and of course leftovers from the Terran conflict, ships that were stranded in Argon space after the gate shut down. And now that I am getting this funding together, they are coming under my banner, and we are going to resume the Terran conflict allied with Holy Order. Especially when the diplomacy options are because if Hop doesn't have any allies in the Split Vendetta DLC, I am going to be using the diplomacy options that are supposed to be coming in either that are on their way to make Holy Order allied with 1 or 2 of the Split factions in the Split Vendetta DLC, just so it's not them versus the entire galaxy. You could be going a little bit faster, Kate. You know what? Kate's taking too long. Oh wow, she is nowhere near the
engaged.
40 kilometers out. Wow. That would have been forever.
Autopilot disengaged. Docking granted.
There we go.
Hello.
Oh, like I said, I did try to get my reputation up with the regular Paranid with the God Realm, just because I noticed the other day that the Holy Order doesn't sell me all the blueprint modules. All the blueprints for all the various modules I'm going to need for a self-sustaining economy. It's because I'm planning on setting that up when I war with the Xenon. So I've actually had to befriend other factions, which is not something I wanted to do. So we are actually joining the war.
Pilot, I see. My task here is to help coordinate our forces in our campaign to quell the aggression of lesser races, the Argon in particular. This is no small task and requires aid from pilots such as you. Your being here means that you have gained recognition as a true champion of the Holy Order. There will always be a place for pilots willing to represent our cause. This conflict is a taxing one. The misguided Paranid of the God Realm have sought aid from the many other races, involving them in our holy struggle. The Argon are foes which are particularly troublesome. We will not risk low-lived rabble jeopardizing our operations, so we require you undergo a trial. Of course, with you being Argon yourself, we will hold you under much scrutiny. We will grant you the choice of tasks, from combat deployments to construction work. What is available will depend on the current situation in the area. You will be paid as you complete your allocated tasks, and should we see fit, you will be further awarded.
Let's learn more about the
If you
conflict.
expect me to divulge sensitive information, you are quite mistaken. However, I will humor you. The Pyramid Empire has had a history of conflict with the Argon, and now it has fallen to us to stem their expansion towards our space. I am sure that many have described this conflict as blind xenophobia on our part, but that is far from the case. While we deem them lesser beings, we are not opposed to coexistence. However, they choose to side with the God Realm, as well as ignore our warnings on encroaching on our space. I expect a number within our ranks do wish for their eradication, but I am far more benevolent. A crushing defeat will do. I do hope they will give us battles worthy of mention in the annals of Pyramid history. Are you satisfied?
Absolutely. Let's get
I will
started.
select a suitable task for you momentarily. I look forward to your return.
Dun dun dun. Whoa, and of course I autosave immediately after that. That Talati that was standing behind him, well, to his left corner, I liked the outfit, to be honest. It was very interesting. Yeah. I also did notice his middle eye was closed the entire time he was talking. Lore-wise, the Paranid can control each of their eyes individually, and I know some heroes can do that, but the Paranid can do that with all three eyes. I wonder if that was just a glitch, because now his three eyes are open. Oh well. Yeah, the Talati's gone. Oh well.
Greetings!
That guy was very happy to see us. Argon Eclipse Vanguard is what we were hunting for. I also really liked that we had, like, his office is over there or somewhere. I loved the view we had of the Nazarite behind him. Let's get going. Let's kill that Eclipse Vanguard, come back, join the war effort.
Autopilot engaged. Eclipse Vanguard.
That poor ship just sitting out there waiting for me to kill it. Interesting loadouts it's got. Wonder how you get in and out of that thing. Oh, it looks like it's one of the ships that has the ladder that pops out the side, probably.
Autopilot disengaged.
Ooh. Well, I hope we got the kill for that.
Autopilot engaged.
Also, another advantage of having the Holy Order and the God Realm adventures, I'll be able to buy all the Paranid ship designs. I won't have to worry about missing out on something, because I'll save my rep for with the Paranid up until I can just purchase all their ships.
Autopilot disengaged.
I'll primarily purchase them through the Holy Order, though. They can use the funding.
Docking granted.
Hello there.
Hatib Man Kalson? Habit Man Kalson, I guess? That's the only way I can think of pronouncing that word. Well, the guy's name, at least. Well, its name. See what he has to say. Hopefully I didn't... Oh, he's got a new office now. I wish the office was
Captain, I was observing.
Oh good, that counted.
Very good. You will now find tasks related to our conflict with the Argon in your mission interface.
Perfect. But that's not what we're going to do. This episode, we're just going to join the war. In future episodes, I will start doing war missions and stuff like that, and we will begin the conflict. I want to show you what I found in Xenon Space, just because it's a nice little Easter egg, and it'll be a nice little way to wrap up the episode. So I said there's all the race. I found a split, actually. My weapons components factory is actually going to have a split manager. I found a split on one of my stations, despite having only having Argon modules. Okay, Kate, get out of my seat. Okay, the highway is where? Over. Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna turn on the travel drive. We are going to set a course to that nav beacon.
Autopilot.
I'll show you what I
engaged.
found out there. So let's see what actually we have available in our war missions. Whoa, Holy Order versus Argon. Defense preparations. Mission transport. Station engineers. Network reinforcement. Static defense deployment. Submissions. Food shortages. Open briefing. Do. Large-scale defense. Fleet assembly military base. Safeguard supply. Stationary supply. Enemy deployment disruption. Seize the Argon. Federation ships. Seize the seas. Stop and gather intel. Satellite order. Satellite station reconnaissance. Large-scale defense construction. Do in case. Seize Argon. Enemy development. A lot of different missions. So wow, we're gonna have a lot of options.
Entering system. Holy vision.
Oh, now that I'm away from the front lines, so all those missions go away. Interesting.
Queen's Guard. Entering system. Faulty logic.
As long as the Xenon don't see us, we'll be good.
Disengaged. Autopilot. Engaged.
Interesting. What happened there? Oh yeah, I was thinking I was running from things. Going into Xenon territory is always tense for me, just because I know I'm under-equipped. I am planning on claiming Faulty Logic 1 for myself, and using it to start, like, preventing the Xenon from entering Holy Order territory. And I'm pretty sure, though, if I put down an admin knowledge on the Faulty Logic, it'll initiate the Xenon War script, and my station will come under siege. So I'm holding off building on that until I can afford to just take a huge amount of resources and just building a powerful defense station. Although my first defense station will be by the far gate, and then I'll slowly start expanding into the main sectors. Alright, the highway, the autopilot does this weird thing that, like, it does this every time. Every time I've come into Faulty Logic, it tries to fly me away from the highway before shooting me in.
Entering Faulty Logic 7.
And immediately we're in the combat music, despite the fact there's no... Oh, there's a few enemy ships near us. A few M's, N's. A lot of M's and N's. Well, not really.
N.
Yeah, so we're almost there. I'm almost able to show you what I found. Oh, is my border on my video off? I'll fix that next time, though. I think I might be recording some blank space around my borders. Now, the Xenon aren't really paying attention to us right now. Mind, we're not really doing anything per se. Yes, I want to reclaim Atea's misfortune. Because lore-wise, that's a Terran system. So it makes sense I'd want... So, beating back the Xenon and having to fight, then fighting north through the Argon territories, and then east through the Terran territories. Maybe I'll have to review the lore to see what the Teladi's role in the Terran conflict was, but I might use diplomacy to let the Teladi live. And I'm definitely going to have the Heliori ally with one of the split factions.
Jump gate. Atya's misfortune.
Atya's misfortune. 100 kilometers out. And then we approach the nav beacon. And that combat music just keeps going. I guess it's going off because we're in an enemy sector. Oh, a Xenon mining vessel. Or transport.
S. Autopilot. Disengage. Entering system. Atya's misfortune.
Perfect. I don't think
Autopilot.
we'll have any
Engaged.
issues. Oh, that's a swarm of Xenon fighters wanting to head towards me. A Xenon P as well.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Where, and we won't be able to see it till we're basically on top of it. I don't think, because I don't think it loads very. Like asteroids just load fair distance out, but I don't think this will. I'm hoping I drop the nav beacon close enough that I can see it easily. There it is. I've dropped it right on top. I figured that blinking light would attract the Xenon to it, but I guess they checked it out and it was just a nav beacon. I don't think they care too much about nav beacons. But yes, as you can see, we're close enough now that you can make out what it is. It's a Xenon CPU shipwreck. Is there any Xenon chips? Is that why the music's going? Nope, no chips. But yeah, it is massive. And it's the first hint of a CPU ship we've seen in X4. I don't even think there's any CPU ships in X3 Albion Prelude. I think the only times we saw them were in Terran Conflict. So let us... I'm going to, just for a sense of scale, oops. There's us. We zoom way out. And you can barely see us. Yeah, there we go. A Xenon CPU ship. And in Atea's misfortune. So that is a fun little Easter egg I found while looking for data vaults. And that's it. That's all this was basically the entire Easter egg I wanted to show you. We are meanwhile going to head back to civilized space, quote unquote. And as that's done. It should, okay, it will want weapon component. I need to rename you. Oops, wrong button. Weapon component trader. Assigned to trading. Logical overview. You're gonna want money. You don't need much of it. Oh, what's the issue? Module without resources. Not enough resource for production. Oh, you don't actually want that much to get going, so there you go. So we are going to set position there and make our way back.
Engage.
But that's going to be it for this episode. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.